Okay, we'll find from first principles. So I just draw a little sketch. First coordinate will be x. When I'm at the x coordinate, the y coordinate is 3x squared minus 7x plus 5. Call this point P. And then if I move along the curve to a point Q, where the x coordinate is just moved along by small distance h, that's x plus h, then sub x plus h into this equation. Whenever I say an x, I put x plus h. So it'll be 3 bracket x plus h squared minus 7, lots of x plus h, plus 5. So there's the coordinate to Q. Now then, I'm going to work out the gradient of the chord PQ first of all. So gradient of the chord PQ, and what I'm using is the gradient formula, gradient of a line, different, okay, y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. So this is my x1 y1, this is my x2 y2. So on the top line then it'll be 3 lots of x plus h all squared minus 7 lots of x plus h plus 5. Take away, and I'm taking away this term, this expression here, that's 3 terms, so I need to use a bracket. So 3x squared minus 7x plus 5. That's the top line. And the bottom line, x2 minus x1 is x plus h, take away x. So we'll expand and simplify on the top line. So it's 3 lots of x plus h all squared, so that's 3 lots of them. If I square the bracket, I square the first, so square x is x squared. Multiply them together and double it, so that's plus 2xh, and square the last term, which is h squared. Minus 7 times x is minus 7x, minus 7 times h is minus 7h. Add 5. Minus here makes that 3x squared a minus 3x squared. The minus makes a minus 7x to plus 7x, and the minus plus 5 is minus 5. And the bottom line, x, take away x, cancels out. I'm just left with h. So again, one more expansion on the top line. So 3 lots of x squared plus 3 lots of 2xh plus 3 lots of h squared. And just following through on the top line. So I got a 3x squared, take away 3x squared. They cancel. I got a minus 7x plus 7x. So they cancel, and I got plus 5 minus 5. So the top line is now becoming 6xh plus 3h squared minus 7h divided by h. H is a common factor on the top line, so take the h out. So 6x plus 3h, take away 7, divided by h. They cancel out. So the gradient of the chord PQ is 6x plus 3h minus 7. So that's the chord. Now then, so we now use limits as Q tends to P. As that point tends to that point, that H will tend to 0. Okay, H will tend to 0, and the chord PQ tends to a tangent at P. Okay, now this is where I introduce dy by dx, because the tangent at P, so the gradient of the tangent at P is dy by dx is equal to, and as h becomes 0, that expression there becomes 6x minus 7. Part B, I'm using this rule here, if y is x to the power of n, dy by dx is nx to n minus 1. Power comes down, take 1 from the power. So let's rewrite these first of all. So the first one is okay. 2/3 x to the 1/4 plus, now then the second one, that x cubed on the bottom needs to come up on top. That's 12x to the -3. Then to find dy by dx, the 2/3, the quarter comes down in front, so it's a quarter x, and then a quarter minus 1. So the fraction bit, 2 times 1 is 2, 3 fours are 12. X, and a quarter, take away 1, so that's 4 quarters. So a quarter, take away 4 quarters, that's minus 3 quarters. And the second term, the minus comes down, so that's minus 12 times 3x to the power of minus 3 minus 1. So this second term is minus 12 3s are 36. X to the power of minus 3 minus 1 is minus 4. So just tidying that up, 2 over 12 is the same as 1 over 6. X to the minus 3 quarters, that can go, the x to the minus 3 quarters can go down to the bottom line, and then the minus becomes a plus. And second term, minus 36 and x to the minus 4, the x to the minus 4 can go on the bottom, becoming x to the plus 4.